Nobody has ever made you feel that wanted that fast, and that feeling became a drug before you even noticed. Day 1, they texted back in seconds. Day 30, they left you on read for 3 days, and you spent those 3 days trying to figure out what you did wrong. You don't miss them. You miss who they were in the first 2 weeks. That person hasn't existed since. That wasn't love at the beginning. That was the hook, and it worked perfectly. They showed you exactly who they could be, and then took it away and made you spend months trying to earn it back. They didn't pull away because you did something wrong. The pulling away was always coming. You just didn't know that yet. You're not checking your phone because you miss them. You're checking it because they trained you to wait for the next notification. You told everyone they're just going through something right now. But you knew you just weren't ready to stop hoping. You tried harder, texted more, showed up more, and it changed absolutely nothing because nothing you did was ever the actual variable. One text after 4 days of silence, and your whole body flooded with relief. That's not love, that's withdrawal lifting for 5 minutes. They did this to the person before you. They are doing it to someone else right now. This was never about you specifically. You apologized for wanting the same thing they gave you on day 1. Think about that for a second. You were a different person before this relationship, more confident, lighter, more yourself, and the only thing that changed was them. They're online right now. They've seen your message. They're choosing not to reply, and you already know this. You've known for an hour. Then they came back warm, and you forgot every cold day. That forgetting is the whole mechanism, and it works every single time. You tried to talk about it and somehow ended the conversation feeling like the problem was how much you needed, not how little they gave. You are not too much. You were too much for someone who specifically needed you to feel like not enough. Look at a photo of yourself from before this started. That person was not broken. This person became broken, and the difference is one relationship. They'll tell you the beginning was real, and then tell you what came after was also real. Both of those things cannot be true at the same time. What happened to you has a name, it has phases, and the moment you see those phases written out, you will recognize every single one from your own life. The intensity at the beginning was not an accident or an overflow of feeling. It was a deliberate opening move, and that changes everything. You were grieving someone who never fully existed, and that is real grief, even if nobody around you understands why you can't just move on. The withdrawal didn't happen because you said the wrong thing or weren't enough. It was always going to happen. It was scheduled before you even met. Don't send the message. The message will not bring back week 1. Nothing will, because week 1 was a performance, and the show is over. One reply after days of silence is a crumb, and you have been treating crumbs like meals for long enough. Say the whole story out loud to someone who loves you, because it sounds completely different when you hear yourself say it, and you need to hear it. The warmth just came back and you want to go toward it. This is the exact moment. Step back, because you know exactly how this ends. Write down what you actually want from a relationship. Consistent, present, real, and then look honestly at what you had. The list will decide for you. You are allowed to grieve something that wasn't real. It still hurt. The pain is real, even if the relationship wasn't. Don't reply today, just today, and notice that you survived the hour, because you will, and that survival is information. The calm feels wrong, because you got used to the chaos, but the calm is not emptiness. The calm is what normal actually feels like. Someone is showing up consistently, and it feels boring. That boredom is not a sign to leave. It is a sign that your nervous system has never experienced safety before. What you felt at the beginning wasn't passion. It was your nervous system in a constant state of panic, and panic is not the same thing as love. Let someone be consistently warm for 30 days without waiting for the cold to come back, just 30 days, and see what your body learns. Say what you need without apologizing for needing it, and watch how someone who is actually right for you responds to that. The difference will be immediate. From a distance, you can see the whole pattern: intensity, withdrawal, crumb, return, repeat. You couldn't see it from inside, but you're outside now. Week 1 feeling the same as week 12. That is not boring. That is the thing you are actually looking for the entire time without knowing it. You were not too much. You were exactly enough for someone who was never going to be enough for you. When someone new comes in hot and intense and overwhelming, that feeling that used to be exciting, let it now be a question. You can talk about what happened without it defining you. It has a name. It ended, and you are already on the other side of it. A whole month of warm and consistent, and no hot and cold. This is not a trap. This is just what it looks like when someone is actually there. A quiet evening where nothing is wrong and nobody is pulling away. This is what you were chasing the whole time. You just couldn't recognize it without the chaos attached. The next time someone overwhelms you with attention from day 1, ask them one question. How do you show up in month 3? And listen very carefully to the answer. Love is not supposed to feel like a flood that arrives and then leaves. It is supposed to feel like a Tuesday that is exactly the same as the first day. You feel the pull, the warmth is back, you want to go. This is the moment that decides everything, and you already know which way leads somewhere real. 7 days of steady and calm, and no crash, no spike, no waiting for the other shoe. This is what a baseline feels like, and you are allowed to have it. You are trusting someone, and it doesn't feel like performing trust for once. It actually feels like trust. Notice that, because it is new and it is real. Every relationship that started with that same overwhelming flood, look at all of them. Same beginning, same ending. That is not bad luck. That is one pattern. No flood this time, just 2 people starting at a normal pace, and the absence of intensity is not the absence of something real, it might be the presence of it. Consistent love doesn't feel like a flood, it feels like a Tuesday, and you are finally ready to let that be enough.